Welcome, we're the Junior Coding League team, and here's our project. So to start off, here's something about our goals, right? Our overarching goal is to provide free and useful computer science education to our community. And some of our sub-goals are, first, education in the applications of innovation-based computer science, accessibility and affordability for everyone, and spreading awareness about our program within our community. So the biggest problem that we saw was that the majority of students below high school in our community were not learning programming. And even if they did, they didn't really learn the value of programming. And so our future vision is to continue the lessons we have right now that are teaching students the viability and applications of programming at no cost, and to implement similar programs all across our community as well as the country and ultimately the globe. So before we started our project, we conducted research within our own community. And what we found was that 81% of parents and students in our community believed that technology was important in innovation. And on top of that, 88% of parents in our community also wanted their students to learn to code. The issue, however, was that there was a large discrepancy between what the parents wanted and what was actually happening. We found that only 27% of middle school parents actually enrolled their children in coding classes. And on top of that, 2/3 of parents within our community, 67%, thought that programming education was too expensive, which explains the low enrollment rate for these students. And the biggest issue that we found was that students that took programming courses that actually found them useful was only at 36%, meaning the vast majority of students did not find these classes useful. And so what we seek to do is to bridge the gap between all of these issues, provide viable classes that teach students properly at no cost to parents. And so to read out our underlying problem, due to the fact that over 85% of parents and elementary students in West Windsor believe that computer science is a vital knowledge asset for innovating, yet over 75% of students have no experience in the field, how might we, the CmPS team of West Windsor Plainsboro High School North, provide elementary students with a variety of coding experiences so that they engage in innovative computer science activities at the early age in 2019-2020 school year and beyond? And so one of the ways that we addressed that underlying problem was through our software innovation program. And this took place at our local West Windsor library. And what we did was, for our first few classes, we taught the students how to code, right? The very basics. But then after that, the vast majority of our classes focused on the applications of computer science. We allowed our students to develop programs addressing specific prompts that we created, and ultimately, at the end of our classes, we allowed them to create their own program that helped out the community by identifying a problem that they saw and solving it. And so what we did through this program was not just taught students how to code, but taught them the viability and reliability of coding in solving problems that our community had. And what this did was, spark their passion in the field of programming. And in the future, hopefully, this allows them to continue programming and solving problems that they see. We also had a hardware innovation program. That previous software innovation program targeted middle schoolers, and it was completely free. This program was also completely free and for elementary schoolers. And what it allowed these students to do was use the Lego Mindstorms kits to solve problems like pollution and overcrowding through abstract thinking and hands-on building. And there was a little coding involved, but it was more so focused on hardware. And again, it sort of sparked their interest in the field and allowed them to solve real-world problems, which is, really the crux of what our program focuses on. We also had outreach to the community in local Facebook posts, and we also had flyers, and those just helped support the cause and get kids interested. On our website, we also had contact information and information about our curriculum to spread the word further. And we also had an online summit, and we gathered students from across New Jersey and taught them the values of, leadership and programming, high school students. And after the summit, where we provided them this information about innovation and leadership, a lot of them took it to their own communities. And here you see pictures of them bringing the initiative to South Brunswick and East Windsor. And that's our ultimate goal, to spread this to as many communities as possible, even beyond the West Windsor community. We also have held online classes during COVID-19 to keep students up to date and make sure they keep learning.